I do not know of anyone, I haven't read it any place other than where I have told it in my book, where they gathered it together. It comes in the twinkle of an eye, so suddenly. As I have told you things of old, things that no one said before. And then I spoke, and it came to pass, as told us in the 48th of Isaiah. Suddenly, all that I told you in the past, I now suddenly speak it, and it comes to pass. He gathers all these things together. Now, how do you take, here is the promise, I will give you a son. In spite of your age, you are 100, and she is beyond the time of the bearing of a child. And here comes Lot, the nephew of Abraham. He entertains the angel of the Lord. And homosexuals want the angel that they saw. It was a man. They do not wish his virgin daughters. They want the man. Not knowing he has the power and the authority of God. For he is sent by God. And the sender and the sent are one. He pulls Lot, which means the concealed, the veil, the hidden, the secret, into the house. Then he blinds them so they could not find the door. And he calls down brimstone and destroys Sodom and Gomorrah. These are widely separated in time. Another 1,000 years, and we find David destroying the enemy of Israel. Here is the head, severed from the body. The body is thrown to the fowls. And here is one that now the Lord says, you are my son. Today I have begotten thee. We jump into the story of the Lord, for Jesus is called the Lord. And David calls him my Lord, which means my Father. When it happens to you, and it was going to happen to you, not one person in the world can fail. Or as we are told in the 32nd chapter of Deuteronomy, the 8th verse. And when the Lord separated the peoples of the earth, he set bounds to the peoples according to the number of the sons of God. This whole drama is a transformation, a complete transformation of the Son into the Father. That's the mystery of the entire story. God and God alone plays all the parts. There's nothing but God playing all the parts. And all the phases, all the appearances, such as Stanley, such as Nan, such as anyone in this room tonight, no matter who you are, that is a phase called the Son of God. But the one playing it is God the Father. When he brings you to the end, this thing closes in upon you and forms an entirely new story which you experience, revealing you as God the Father. While the play is lasting, you cannot tell it. And you wonder how long, oh Lord, how long? Because the whole thing seems to be a repetition over and over and over again. There isn't one vile crime in the world that is not openly described in the Bible. If you think crimes are today, read the Bible carefully. There isn't one that is not described in the Bible. And described in the nth degree. When you come to the end, and you've played all the parts, then you are crowned with God himself. Now, this is how it happens. Who would have thought that a story told, this is 1971, this is the 20th century, who would have told that a story told 2,000 years BC, and one told 1,000 years BC, and one told the first century AD, is contemporary with the 20th century. The whole vast 6,000 years, which men could not understand, suddenly portions of it come together like a magnet and forms an entirely new story, and you, the individual, experience it.